Ahoj kamarádi, já jsem Pepa a budu rád, když mi hodíte odběr na tenhle kanál, ať můžeme sledovat politické dění spolu. Jdem na to! Dobrý den, přátelé. Dnes ráno jsem vydal video, ve kterém významný americký profesor John Mearsheimer velmi otevřeně říká, že budoucnost Ukrajiny v současné válce nevypadá dobře. Neříká to emotivně, říká to chladně, realisticky, z pozice geopolitiky. A právě to je na tom znepokojivé. A teď se podívejme na ostrou výměnu mezi Petra Macinkou a bývalou americkou ministryní zahraničí Hillary Clinton.
So I believe Ukraine is fighting for our democracy and our values of freedom and civilization on the front lines, losing thousands of people and having their country destroyed by one man's mania to control them. And I think Trump either doesn't understand or could care less about that suffering. So that's what I think.
And so do you think he has destroyed the West, to go to our title?
He has betrayed the West. He's betrayed human values. He's betrayed the NATO Charter, the Atlantic Charter, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. A lot of what has been done before to try to make sense of how difficult it is to restrain people who want unaccountable power. And none of us in this room, including all of us on this panel, would choose to live under a regime that was so unaccountable that it could act with impunity the way that Putin does, except that's who Trump is modeling himself
I don't think we would be having this debate under that kind of regime, for sure. We will come back, I suspect, to the conservatism and liberalism clash within the West, but thank you for that. Peter, do you agree that the Trump administration's actions on Ukraine have produced a rift in the West?
Well, first, I think you really don't like him.
You know, that is absolutely true. But I really, not only do I not like him, I don't like him because of what he's doing to the United States and the world. And I think you should take a hard look at it if you think that there is something good that will come out of it.
Peter,
what I think Trump is doing in America, I think it is reaction for something that, for some policies that really went too far from the regular people, too far from reality. So, you know, we saw the cancel culture. We saw the woke revolution. I don't agree with the gender revolution, the climate alarmism.
Which gender? Women having their rights?
No, let Peter go on.
I think there are two genders. So, but some of us think that there is more than one or more than two gender. I think there is male and female, and the rest probably is a social construct. So this is something that went too far.
But does that justify selling out the people of Ukraine who are on the front lines dying to save their freedom and their two genders? If that's what you're worried about?
Can I please finish my points? I'm sorry that it makes you nervous. I'm really sorry for that.
It makes me nervous. It makes me
but seriously, can we let Peter finish, please?
Can we let
Peter finish, please?
I have to say one more thing. You said that Ukraine fights for our future and for our freedom. I think first Ukraine fights for Ukraine's future, Ukraine's freedom, and Ukraine's sovereignty and independence. So we should help them, of course, but what I see in some people in the West, they are trying to help the Ukraine. But that's another question. I don't know if Trump's administration is helping the Ukraine to stop the war. I believe that there is such an approach. I don't see any other strong geopolitical player who would be able to force Russia to stop killing the Ukrainian people and stop destroying their country. So I think that the national sovereignty and the sovereign nation state is the only platform that can guarantee the democracy. Because this is the only possible way how to have the cultural continuity and how to bring the power into some limited intentions. if we are not sovereign country, if we are lost in some multilateral organizations, then there is a risk.
The EU is a democracy.
Well, EU is consisted by democratic national
And a democratically elected parliament.
Democratic elected parliament without any legislative initiative. So this is the only parliament in the world that don't have the initiative to bring the law, to bring the legislation.
Yeah, because the legislation is brought forward by the Council and the Commission.
Yes, but tell me, what is the connection between the voter and the Commission? Do I have? Is there any voter from the Czech Republic who has some influence on who will be the Polish commissioner? I think there is no connection.
Commissioners are appointed by democratically elected the governments.
But these commissioners are.
That's why they love QMB.
They probably don't veto to each other, so they have. Everyone has some portfolio, and
like any other government.
Yeah, it is like a government, but even the national government is based on elections and some majority.
As is the Commission.
I don't think it is in the same.
In your country, ministers are not directly elected; they are selected by Parliament or by the Prime Minister.
In my country, there is a majority in Parliament that gives
and a majority in the European Parliament too.
Well,
which appoints the Commission, as you know.
But my position is closer to the voter than the position of Euro Commissioner.
Of course, it's a continental system.
It is, and I don't say it is an undemocratic system.
Good.
I don't say that. I don't say that. I just say that the democracy. That's the reason why we have to have the national sovereign states.
Clintonová tvrdí, že Ukrajina bojuje za naši demokracii, za naše hodnoty a za samotnou civilizaci. A že Donald Trump zradil Západ. Zradil NATO, Atlantickou chartu i lidská práva. Podle ní dokonce modeluje styl moci podobný Vladimíru Putinovi. To je velmi tvrdé obvinění. Morální, vyhrocené, černobílé. Petr Macinka na to reaguje úplně jinak. Říká jasně, Ukrajina bojuje především za sebe, za svou suverenitu, svou svobodu, svou budoucnost. Ano, máme pomáhat. Ale neměli bychom z toho dělat ideologickou křížovou výpravu za záchranu Západu. Zároveň mluví o tom, že Trump je podle něj reakcí na politiku, která zašla příliš daleko. Cancel culture, woke agenda, genderová ideologie, klimatický alarmismus. Právě tato přehnaná progresivní vlna vyvolala proti akci. A pak přichází zásadní bod suverenita. Macinka tvrdí, že skutečná demokracie může dlouhodobě fungovat jen v rámci suverénního národního státu. Ne, že by Evropská unie byla automaticky nedemokratická, ale vzdálenost mezi voličem a rozhodovací mocí se podle něj příliš zvětšuje. A tady se dostáváme k jádru celé debaty. Je Ukrajina symbolem univerzálních hodnot, které musíme bránit za každou cenu? Nebo je to tvrdý geopolitický konflikt, kde rozhoduje moc, zájmy a realita, nikoli morální prohlášení? Když si spojíme dnešní ranní analýzu Johna Mearsheimera s tímto střetem názoru, vychází z toho nepříjemná otázka. Nežijeme spíš v ideologickém příběhu, zatímco realita se mezi tím vyvíjí úplně jinak? Napište mi do komentářů, co si o tom myslíte. Pokud vás baví podobné analýzy bez ideologických filtrů, dejte odběr, sdílejte video a podpořte další tvorbu. Díky, že sledujete.